Okay, so hi everyone. Um, if you know anything about me, like anything at all, from having seen um my posts on Twitter and Blue Sky and all sorts of other things, you'll know that I absolutely love visual novels, and that's most of what I play. And I love it like a lot, a lot. Um, and at PAX East, I went to PAX East this year. I had the honor of sitting down and playing the Nowhere Manor demo at the convention. And here's the thing, at PAX, if you've ever been before, whether it's like East or West or Prime um or the I think there's like Unplugged, which is like the mostly a TTRPG one. But if you've ever been to PAX, you'll know that there's like a billion booths with a million different games. Some of them by like small studios, some of them by huge studios, some of them by like indie devs, and some of them even just by like students who go to school for game design. It's it's awesome to go to PAX to just experience different games, and especially when I went, everyone was really hyped for the new expansion for FF14 and for Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Those were kind of the things that were really on display when I went to PAX. But I think for me, one of the benefits of going to a convention like that is being able to walk around and just see the the kinds of games that indie developers are making. And I had the absolute honor of talking to the developer behind this game that we're about to play called Nowhere Manor, and they were in like a corner of nowhere in the con with like three they were functional gaming PCs, like they were good, but they weren't like high-end equipment or anything. And it was just them and a I believe they worked on like the English translation team because this game was originally written in Portuguese. Um and it's it was an absolutely wonderful time, not just playing the game, but also talking to the devs. And they gave me actually a little free bag, a little free like bag for finishing the demo. And I went home. When I say I I went home and immediately played the demo again. I sat down at my computer at home and I immediately played the demo again, and I loved it just as much as when I had played it the first time. I'm serious. This game, other than like MonsterCon, I think this will be in the running for my game of the year next year, just because of how absolutely stunning it is. And other than that, I just wanted to be able to show it all to you blind, because I know that I'm probably one of the only people who's played this game. And like I am so excited to see what the full release of this game is going to look like, and I just wanted to show as many people, even though I don't have that big of a platform, I just wanted to show as many people this demo as I could, because I just think that this is such a good game. This is really, really good. And this is why I like visual novels and visual novels as a medium. This is why this stuff like this is so cool. So let's just get it started. I hope you all really enjoy, because I definitely did. And also we are working on a new mic today and we're learning the audio setup. So I just want you guys in the chat to let me know if there's anything wrong with the audio or anything technology wise. Just let me know immediately, and we will try to work through that and fix that. Um, but for now, this is the demo to Nowhere Manor, a visual novel set to come out early next year. So we're gonna start a new game because this is just the demo. Sounds good? Yes. The artist behind this game has some absolutely gorgeous work. Like, look at this. Let's start over. Observe that different answers will trigger distinct reactions. Calibrating 33rd batch. Question number 1. Can you identify yourself? So you can give one of these two answers. Question not previously registered or doll 603 33rd batch. I am going to say question not previously registered. We're going to see what happens there. Remember, Liber? What is the mind of a puppet made of, Liber? Only something glass-minded, brass-made, automatic such as you, does not feel the edges of their heart shift a little when facing a novelty. You're indifferent not previously registered. It's a pre-game to death, you know. The requirement for the heart shifting is to eventually die. Doll 603 seems to have been fully recycled. We might have to input some basics into his psyche. That's proper. Unless he's lost in memory. That's dangerous. Let's run the full test on all of our chimeric support. Keep an eye on this 603. Patent dolls. Second question. What do you desire? Concept of desire unrecognized. The task of nowhere Manor dolls consists of. For the sake of the demo, we'll do concept of desire unrecognized. He says that desire is bound to fear, and confides this to you, provoking, uncaring. So, to prove something to I don't know, I will list my fears. She is too desperate to forgive. Overflows in lesser compassion and martyrdom. You see, fear is bound to memory and assimilation. I envy you for your deathless mind and thousands of brothers. I suppose I was not clear. Saying desire was a poor choice. There is no desire in your nature, which makes dolls the only ones reliable for their task. Please repeat. The task of Nowhere Manor dolls consists of retrieving the packs brought to the Angel Guard. Oh god, just look at this for a minute. Look how absolutely gorgeous this hallway is. I cannot get over how absolutely beautiful Nowhere Manor happens to be every time you look at it. Nowhere Manor is the only place one can open a devil bargain and extract the soul from it. Last question. The two parts of a soul. The one that structures you from within. The one that arrives from without. Your title and your passion. Where is your soul? A doll is ineligible to possess any part of a soul. Doll 603, 60 points towards recycling. This batch is ready. Have them start their shift. This 603 one started abnormally. Should we pass him through recycling again? No, not yet. He is interesting. Two parts of a soul. Feast of Nephilim. Deep sea remembrance. And feeling you were the first one to tell me the truth. Your name is Liber. That in that animation, that was so pretty. Oh my gosh. Like the watercolor style is just so pretty. The first memory in his mind. One terrible angel and 1,000 dolls. I'm glad other people are seeing it too, because it's just again, this like the characterization you'll see further down the line I also think is wonderful, but like it really helps when you can get immersed in something like this. Like with art like this that really like intrigues you and pulls you into the story. It's so unique. There's a graveyard by the window, made from a pile of dolls like me. Every day I look at it while I wait in line. I never thought anything of it before, so why does it scare me now? Oh, devils. I didn't think I would find you here. You scared me, and yet you're laughing. You know I laugh when I'm nervous. So I take it you must be up to no good again. Don't start. I bet you approached me just because I spotted you. And of course you wanted to get the upper hand. Absurd. Oh, really? Look how gay this is. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Yeah, of course. I think like the mold breaking art style really helps this game stand out. And just again like these figures like with this it makes me like feel like it gives a lot of emotion to it. You see, the truth is I came here for you, Moby. There's not a single night in which your presence is not missed back there. Please leave your pride aside as well know how. Bullshit. You think you can lie to me, Ace? Never, but I do think you lack pride. To you, everyone does. I take it that's a no on returning? Have fun with your games. Don't come crying to me when it falls apart and you break your wings. Bold talk for a thief in a yellow jacket. Shh, shh. Are you crazy? I'm saying to give you too much credit to words over actions. Sure, get one of these dolls to repeat your words once, and I'm finished. They won't do that. Want my advice? Toss away one of those souvenirs you just borrowed. 'Cause this indeed they will notice. You think so? Yes. Thank you. See you at the drawing room if I get out alive. You always do. I know them. They're. Attention, all dolls. Your shift is about to end. Dispatch the remaining packs back to the manor. Proceed carefully, we are dealing with souls here. Remain in an orderly line and then return to the lab. The manor needs you. The train station. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of follow the direction that the demo is sort of aiming for you. You can go other places, you can do other things, but I'm gonna this is a thing that I think makes a good visual novel demo too, is when it lets you do other things, because I've played this demo now 3 times. It's been a little while. I haven't played it since I got my new computer, but I think one of the good things about this demo is that even if there's like a main route that the demo wants you to follow in order to get like the experience that they're trying to provide with the game, there are other options that you can do so that every time you play the demo, you feel like you're getting a slightly different game experience, which is like a very important aspect of visual novels. So I think that having it in this game is also very well thought out. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the glowing one up here. He's looking up, and there's this big screen with these three. I'm assuming they're angels on it. Oh, um, oh. Never seen before. First tier, Holy Ghost, sponsored by the House of Roses. Demoted to second tier, Her Majesty from the official regiment, Angel Guard, by Marigolds. Followed up by Arcane. I'm assuming. Oh, by Arcane, and then Angel Guard is in parentheses. Sometimes I love the font because I think it's also a great choice, but sometimes I do find it hard to read because I have a bit of vision issues. I know it's not a visual novel, but something about it reminds me of that old Alice in Wonderland, super creepy art style. I think you're referring to, I haven't played it, but I think you're referring to American McGee's Alice. And I'd agree. There's this sort of, I think it's like PlayStation 2 maybe, like aesthetic where a lot of game devs in like the early 2000s were really experimenting with this sort of macabre type art style that really like trying to tie that art style into the story a bit more. And I would agree that it's definitely got like a similar vibe to it. I should honestly really play American McGee's Alice at some point. Um, but yeah, it's really I think that it's a great comparison. Followed up by Arcane Angel Guard, Mr. Magpie Angel Guard, and last and least, Marigold's Charge, Moby, Angel Guard. They have wings and tacky names. Okay. So that's some good like exposition a little bit on who they are, even though we don't quite know what they do yet. So I think I'm gonna go with the door now, now that we've kind of read that part. Oh, and look, there they are. Hey, doll, catch this. Gonna catch it. Good. Oh, it's Moby. Okay. That's gotta be a first for a doll. Now let's make a deal, because these packs are hard to get. I will find you in a couple of hours and take back whatever it becomes. Whatever it becomes. Don't try to find me before that. Before what? She just flew away. Oh, Moby's a girl. Here I here I was thinking Moby was a boy. Oh well. Looks like they exercise devils, yeah. You've acquired another devil pact. Why would she give me this? I already have one of these packs to dispatch to the manor. I also need to return to the lab soon, which I would love to avoid. And I also just love that sliding door. I That's such a cool choice because they have it almost like, and I know Danganronpa takes a more, I love Danganronpa, by the way. Um but Danganronpa takes this like pop-up book art style. Like they have a kind of generic anime style, but then overlaid with a lot of these um details that Kazuko Daka, it's a very, like, you can tell the difference between a Kazuko Daka work like Danganronpa or um the upcoming Tribe 9 game or Raincoat or something like that, because you see that Kazuko Daka art style, that very quirky, like weird spiral overlay that goes on a lot of the characters in the really extreme sort of almost Yu-Gi-Oh-esque hair and stuff like that. Um, and I really like, I don't know if they took inspiration from Danganronpa with the sliding like pop-up book um like movement of some of the animation, but I I think it's gorgeous the way they do that. So let's see what's in the tunnel here. Ooh. Individual detected. Class, permanent guest at the manor. Individual. No, this is supposed to verify the pact that I'm holding, not me. Exist, unauthorized. Insufficient soul. My memory is foggy. I never thought twice about this process before. 0% soul. Anima, negative. Spiritus, negative. I should ask the other doll. Meanwhile, I cannot walk this way. Okay. So you have the option to go in there, but you can't progress. So we're gonna go talk to another doll. Hi, hey. Well, that's uncomfortable. Do you know where we are? What are we doing? Do you know what's going on with that TV screen saying no anima? And never mind, I'll look around more. I'm gonna go with that third one just because we were just in the tunnel, and I think it would be good for us to maybe ask a little bit. The machine. Side shop machine. Have you registered your pact? I can't. It checks me and says I have no anima and spiritus. Anima and spiritus, two parts of one soul. Only people outside of the manor have that. And our lovely guests. Time's up! What's that? We have to go. There's a million of us that look exactly the same. The line of dolls progresses ahead, each one of them carrying a package. They disappear into the dark room further ahead. Liber stays behind. Oh, finally. They found a replacement to carry the soul pacts. The games will continue tonight. Were you the one giving orders before? I was hoping someone could open this door for me. Exit floor, please. Why don't we do that bottom one, kind of trying to come off like a doll? Use those eyes crafted for you and your hundreds of brothers, doll. There's no door open for you. Unforgiving, I see. But I would love to take a closer look at that shiny parchment you're carrying. You will see everything more clearly as soon as you come inside. You are late, after all. Ooh, we get to go in the weird elevator that we're not supposed to be in. That pack's not going to deliver itself. And look at this. I'm sorry that I keep stopping to point out the gorgeous art. But, like, take a look at this elevator sequence. It could have been so easy to just make it, like, a very stereotypical old-timey elevator, but they really did think about everything. It's so, like, I wouldn't even describe it as, like, steampunk, but it's it's very abstract. It's very nice. Talk about you, talk about me. Talk about you. Let's go with that. So, I take that you like staying here? I'm comfortable here, you know. Up and down. I know where I'm coming from, I know where I'm going. Cozy predictability. In the past, I was given cold, vast fields, violent freedom, crushing unconditional love for far too long. Now I go from one place to another, a limited, determined path. I've been told it stirs creativity. Seems lonely, seems cowardly, seems comfortable, change the topic. It does seem a little lonely when you're just kind of in the elevator, you know? Just the two of us. Isolated here, it must feel lonely, no? I don't see it that way. I meet people every day. People. Don't you ever feel like leaving? Change the topic. People. What kind of people? Well, not really meet them. Angels pretend they don't listen, especially in the court. Very rude of them. I can't imagine. But that means I get to hear the best rumors going around the manor. Care to share one? Sure. Do you desire to hear about a member of the court or a guest? How about a devil, angel, guest? The devil one seems really far out of line, and I feel like I'd come off as suspicious. So I'm a little nervous to pick that one. Angel or a guest. I do kind of want to hear about the member of the court. That might be nice. Rumor has it, an angel wakes up at night, afraid of the dense, honey dark sea, hoping wooden wings can be burnt with their tears. So we just acquired our first rumor. These are objects we can pick up throughout the demo. I think they're like additional scrolls by the looks of it. But again, like the art of it is very abstract. I like it. Yeah, I want to try to come off as like not overly conscious. I can words, I can English. I want to be like not totally suspicious. I do want to do a little poking around. But I don't want to rack up too many points towards recycling because that sounds a little scary. A rumor has it that the servant doll named 603 has been looking longingly out the window and talking way too much. That would be me. I have a name. It's Liber. This is really bad. What did I do? What did I do? What? Why did you change our direction? I'm sorry, my dear. You're not who I thought you were. If anyone asks, you never heard a word about the dome. And especially a name. You have no name, 603. Now shoo, back to the laboratory. I guess it's bad that we have thoughts of our own. I guess we're not supposed to have those. Um the manticore tries to grab one of the two parchments that Liber holds. The one he originally carried in the line, and the one that Moby tossed at him. So I guess we make a choice here. This one looks like kind of an angel one. Um, and then we have this one that looks like a devil one. I'm gonna go with the devil one. A pact made from a stranger's eyes and elusive affections. You don't know where you're going. And at the end it says, give something shiny to an angel. You've opened the Spiritus Pact. Angels prefer those. Okay, there's a period there. Sorry, again, I have poor vision. Angels prefer those. Good thing you're going to play around the court. They can shatter you into pieces for that. Be careful. It's a secret that you dolls can make fragments of memory bleed like a god. You read souls with the simplicity that otherwise would only appear in grief. Keep this close to you. If you do what it says, the soul piece of the original bargainer will be freed. Fragment memory, bleed like a god. Why would I want to free a soul in this? A secret that dolls can do what? Top one, because I'm genuinely curious about what that means. Icor. The answer is always Icor. To get Icor. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize. Fun things happen when you have Icor, which everyone loves. Once again, it feels like she doesn't listen. And yet I feel for her. Pity, sympathy, distaste. I sympathize with her. That's her her life's got to be weird. She sounds like she's gone through some stuff. I'll keep those thoughts to myself. And you know what? This will bring you closer to your desire. How do you know what I desire? The one desire everyone who is not a guest in this manor shares. Insufficient to justify a soul, just enough to keep you trying to find one. You want to escape. And here we are. This is the main hall of the manor. Look at that. What a line, bleed like a god. Yeah. There's a lot of this kind of weird, I don't want to say culty, because that's not really the word I'm looking for, but it's like this coded language, and you don't quite know what it means yet. But that's what makes the game so intriguing. It's like you're here trying to figure out what all these things mean. You're really made to feel like the protagonist who's been dropped suddenly into this world he knows nothing about, but he's constantly on edge because he doesn't want to get caught. Welcome to Nowhere Manor. House of the Soulless and the Curious. Status of the manor, stable. Have a nice day. The elevator never took me here before. In fact, I don't really recall much after dispatching the packs into the train station. The day just starts over again from there. The main hall is empty at this time. I still need to be careful, though. You can hear everything through these walls. It's decided she will be leaving the guard. What a shame. Her pretty head does not look as alluring when your hands are grasping it by the sides. You feel sympathy for her because she reminds you of yourself? Oh, now I'm tripping over words. Thank you so much. The only possible way you can care about someone, you foolish man. You bore me. Where is that doll with my wine? On the other side. It's leaking something. The fuck, man? You're drinking it? Not what we wanted, What if we hang it upside down? Maybe it turns on again. No, for real. I need to get back to work. Just one more second, dear. This can't go wrong. Oop, another one. Oh, and that awkward stare again. Oh, great. Welcome to Nowhere Manor, the best purgatory in this plane of existence. I dislike all of those words. I can't blame him. Can't exactly blame him for that. Recognition performed. Doll number 603. Station duty dolls should be back at the laboratory by noon. What's the reason for your transgression? I have a special task here. I was just heading there. I want to say special task because I feel like, oh, I was just going there, and then being in the main hall, which you're not supposed to be in, is a little suspicious. So I'm gonna say special task. Understood. The unreliability of 603's behavior has been registered. Oh, crap. 603, 90 points closer to recycling. Oh, great. They talk like machines. They look like me. Concept of machine unrecognized. Someone is out there making these dolls of me. Concept of me unrecognized. Dude, why are you saying all this stuff out loud? Just say it in your head. No, don't be silly. I'm one of them. I keep forgetting that. This is as frustrating as trying to recall a dream. Concept of dream unrecognized. that face that Liber has, like, oh, I'm so done with this shit. How come you don't recognize me, machine and dream? I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna poke the bear because I'm curious. Long way off the lab, yep. Yeah. He's the protagonist. He's the protagonist. He gets to do whatever he wants. Let's go with the Me Machine and Dream one. Because I'm curious, so I'm gonna poke the bear. Question not previously registered. Here's a thought. Access to a memory is made up of the space between emotional range and expectation of change. Or is the memory the catalyst of the change itself? Either way, I have no internal access to them yet. Here's a chance to revisit. Internal access to all memories not available at this time. And we proceed. 603, 90 points towards recycling. The scientists will be notified. Recycling me. It's a sleek word for this sensation. Again. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What is this? The feeling I had when I woke up. They never put a zipper on my chest to get rid of it. Where do I go now? Check the pact again, look around. I want to check the pact. The pact I've opened says, give something shiny to an angel. Oh, I get it. That's what was said before. The Manticore advised me to figure this out if I want to get out of here. This game is so out there, I have no idea where it could even go in a full release. Metaphors upon metaphors upon metaphors. Honestly, I That's kind of why I love it so much. It's like there's this intrigue to it. It gives you just enough where you're like, I'm interested in where this is going, but it doesn't give you all the answers. It's like what does all of this mean? Like what do these words mean? He's just as confused as we are. He doesn't know what's going on. And you're on the ride with him, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. I should look around. Okay. Um so this one's glowing, so we're gonna go here. Oh, phone call. I think I remember this sequence. Hello? 590. I'm gonna lie. Why would I say I'm 603? For the sake of my beloved self, it's been an eternity. Where is 590 with that Carnation Mont 1802? Carnation what? That's not suspicious at all. I'm gonna go with the bottom one. I'll verify for you, sir. Hurry, hurry! Click. Great to know that even in the afterlife, people are still really annoying to, service workers. Let's go over here. Let's see what's going on over here. I've never accessed the laboratory by the main hall's entrance. Did you hear something? You are going crazy, woman. It might not be wise to try to enter right now. Eavesdrop, look around. Oh god, part of me wants to eavesdrop, but part of me also is like, maybe that's a bad choice. Um, if you're just gonna listen in and not say anything, I don't see the problem. Dude, what have you done? Ooh, look at this pan up. For a great cause, sacrifice is the loss of self that brings together the collective frenzy. It's literally dead. It wasn't living from the start. Dance with me. Shut up. I don't even know how to begin the report about it. Report nothing. You're not the one who made these dolls so fragile, my dear. Oh, he killed one of the dolls. You stupid weirdo. Oh my god. Me and service workers were basically soulless robots. It would definitely be more common. I don't think I could be mean to a robot though. I'd feel the same way. I'd feel guilty being mean to even like a robot. I'd be like, no, that's so mean. I've screwed around with character AI before, and I can't even be mean to the character AI. I feel bad. Um, cause that was literally your brother. What? Damn, how do we even dispose of this? Are you listening to me? You see that screen? The red blinking 90 doll 603 one. Oh, great. Now they know that we're up for recycling. Oh, and they're looking out the window. Great. Awesome. Awesome for us. Us being mean. Being me. Also being Liber. Come on, get out the window and help me carry this. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's very dead. Yeah, that does not look very alive. They're like, yeah, just help me carry the corpse of one of your friends. That's, that's so nice of them. Well, well, there's the problem. We might not open at all today. There's no way! We have all of the matches set. The arena is ready. They will riot if we close. There's nothing I can do. Only a doll will transport Pax and Ecor down there. Soulless touch. But you have Ecor stored, right? Pax at least? Because there's Ecor you're gonna cut for me. I need to go down soon, so if you could. Hmm. I knew you didn't accompany me out of the generosity of your heart. And to think our conversation has been so delightful. You mean when we discussed how to carry this dead doll, or when you dropped it down the stairs? Yes, and you wouldn't leave me here alone with this so sad carcass. Oh, God. This is your mess to fix. If you had only waited for your brother, we would be out of here by now. And I just want to arrive early. Such a rush. Your devotion to that woman is distracting your focus. Don't get me wrong, blurry vision and droopy lids are my field of expertise. Shit, dude. You could be a little nicer to my clone's corpse, thank you very much. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't have to. You are transparent in both matters of your heart and your work. Now, I like to think there's no separation between those matters. We've never been so different. Shush! They're like, oh, sorry, we just like smacked around a corpse in front of you, dude. Oh my, what do we have here? Poor dude. Poor guy. We should have dropped him off in the actual lab. Why even bother bringing him here with us in the first place? So I think we're now in a room. Oh no. Oh no. Here we are just in a pile of robot corpses. Oh no. It's so sad. It wouldn't be fun if we didn't. Liber has been brought to the laboratory's loft. Oh, this is the loft. The invitation had come from these two in a spur of vehement, chatty insistence. Without registering that words he used to accept the proposition, a vehement, chatty acceptance, he tagged along. Liber had never been invited anywhere. Dead dolls. I don't want to be one of those. What should we call you, doll? Better be safe with these two. Nothing other than my name. I'm gonna play it safe. We're gonna play it safe. Registered epithet, doll 603. A very sad name. I thought you were tripping before, Dano, but I was wrong. Now you've lost it for real. When have you ever asked the name of one of Rosary's dolls? This one just gives me a very nice feeling. Should he be returned to the court side of the manor? I can take him back. For goodness sake, why do you want an excuse to be around people you can't stand? It's worth it if I get the chance to check on her. Control yourself, woman. Passive fool. You see, they're calling them women, but I don't know why, but on my first pass of the game, I kind of assumed they were all men. But I think that just has to go with the art style. It's like they're very it's so abstract you can't really tell gender all that much. And I know that the creator of the game, at least the artist, is queer, so that might be part of that. And a lot of their art tends to look like this, so I kind of like the gender neutral designs though. It's like I can't really identify much of their features, but that's kind of also with them being like otherworldly angel demon things. They don't really have a like human, they're not really supposed to be human So it kind of works in that way. Jackie speaking like a modern day person is so strange. Honestly, yeah. But I think that might also be part of them being in purgatory, right? I know other franchises tend to do that. For some reason, Has Been Hotel comes to mind, but like, it's like when they come from different eras, they kind of tend to talk how they would in that era. What do you think, doll? Small sacrifices in exchange for trivial rewards, or big sacrifices without a guarantee of holy payoff. Small rewards add up. Don't have much to lose. I'm gonna be honest with them and say that I don't have much to lose. Interesting. Oh. Well, well. Dress him up in a lacy frock coat and toss him in the ballroom. He's ready for the court. The moment the beheading takes place, they will steal his golden buttons, forget his name, and throw him out to the landfill. Whoa. Whoa. This doesn't entertain me. Try to escape while they're not looking. Be still and hope they forget you. Honestly, I'm just gonna hope they forget me. Oh, interesting. Why is that a requirement now to entertain your highness? I can't focus on their words. It's my one and only requirement. There's no enchantment, no mystery. Your heart is on your sleeve. Too much spirit, barely any soul. My heart is racing, my limbs are heavy. Man, what is this bullshit? This is not my emotion. It doesn't even seem like you're related to. Oh, I accidentally tapped through that. I'm sorry. You do really like Jackie's design. Yeah, I do too. I think it's very. I think all of the designs are really cool, but yeah, Jackie's does stand out as a really cool addition. I just want to get out of here before he returns. Hey, Doll 603. Ready to say your real name? Liber. Okay, so I think they've kind of caught on that Liber's a little more conscious than he's making himself out to be. What? A name? Perfect. Oh. Want a side gig? If you'll help me in exchange, I don't even know who you are. Let's ask them who they are first. Who are you? You see, I'm nothing but a humble guest. He tends at parties. Is there a party? There's always a party. Have you seen this place? It's Divine Prime. Ooh, oh. That was a really sudden transition. Oh, and now we're back. I didn't mean here. So, how about you? I perform entertainment. Jackinder, the diplomat. Don't call me that. I tend to the bar on both ends of the manor. Hey, Dano, how come you're trusting of this doll? We have to, now that our doll is broken and I need the E-Core stock. What is this E-Core? Yes! Now we're getting answers. Okay. What is this E-Core that everyone talks about? And first, what happened to the other doll? I think we low-key already know what happened to the other doll, so let's try the top one. He's a special boy, yeah. Depends if you're a devil or an angel. Depends on what you want. You can trade E-Core for essentially anything. Okay, so it's like a currency. What do you think? Maybe if he gets enough E-Core, he can buy his way out. Do you think a cat leaves a carcass on their master's carpet because they believe it's impossible for anyone to not desire a thing they adore themselves? Are you drunk? You see, dear Jackie, you are someone who always suggests to other people what you deem better for yourself, convinced everyone else needs what you need. It makes being generous fairly easy. And yet you choose my company among all other devils. Oh, so that's, well, at least his character design did look very, like, devilish, but, um, you know, that's confirmation of that. Your ways bring confusion and tears, and people drown in wine and salt. I love you for it. Suck my dick. Awesome. Ecor is the main coin of trade here. If you're gonna complain if I tell someone that having money is good. Once again, we've never been so different. Either way, he lives in delusion, and I'm enthralled watching it, or entertained watching it. Same difference. How about me? Ask about Jackie. I'm gonna ask about Jackie. Oh, okay. She. I keep I keep messing up the pronouns of these characters cuz of the designs. Oh my gosh. She wants a bottle to serve the angels she loves so much. Yes, yes, I'm very passionate about the court of birds. What's your favorite thing about them? The exploitation of souls, the Ecor monopoly, and their loving guard, who are always fair in judging devils. They touch my heart. Are you yawning? I've heard from thousands of years in 1,000 timelines. They both seem good at sidetracking on the topic and breaching anything and not breaching anything personal. Great. You seem to have a lot of criticism for the Angels. Is that girl you mentioned earlier an Angel? So you want to get Ecor from him to trade with someone else. I want to learn more about, like, the Angel and Devil relations. Let's ask that first one. Don't get her started. For once, I do mean it in all seriousness. 603, again. We need to get some Ecor for an exclusive event. Either way, we are missing 3 bottles. The court side of the manor has Ecor, the doll's room in the back of the laboratory, and, well, I don't know how else anyone can find it. Okay. Interesting. One last thing. Can I get that wine bottle? I'm gonna be honest. Not a big fan of how you started our chat by restraining yourself into a doll-like behavior, Liber doll. Look, I'm trying to stay alive here. I'm trying to not, like, get dead or recycled or any of the number of other things I'm assuming can happen to a doll in this place. Cut me some slack. You have the skill to fall into frenzy. Use it. Either way, I do feel generous today, and you seem so fresh. Here, for a head start. Go try your shot at freedom. You've acquired a wine bottle, Icarina, 1919. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's so pretty. Sorry, I got surprised by that. I can feel my strings being pulled. It's either a mockery or control, but what if it's something else? Stream of consciousness. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are seeing that too, because I don't want to be alone. I ranted to, like, my friends on the way home from the con about, like, how they had to play this game, and I don't think anyone did. So I'm glad that at least I'm showing it to you other guys to other people, and other people are seeing what I see in it. What if this is poison instead of wine? Wearing the wrong uniform. I think I'm gonna be overly concerned about me wearing the wrong uniform because yeah, I'd kind of want to fit in here. The Lord of the Manor, whom only recall in passing, he will not be happy with the station uniform in his room. He will not be happy ever. These are not my words. I do not recall when I've heard them before. I'm telling myself something as a fact because it was told to me for the first time in a confiding tone. Whenever I hear something that I am not supposed to hear, its veracity becomes indisputable. Okay. I can English sometimes. Okay. Let's move over. Ooh, nice change of background here. Vaguely reminds me of like the Haunted Mansion in Disney. Like those big sort of the ballroom in that room if you've ever seen it before. I swear something moved. Did my reflection disappear? Could I even see it? Oh god. Oh no. Ooh, the colors. Wow. The shift. Look away, face the mirror. Oh god, this is hard. Um, I want to see what happens if I face the mirror, but I'm afraid of what would happen if I face the mirror. I'm gonna face the mirror. I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. What is he doing there? Across this mirror, the exorcised devils. Rumor acquired Holy Ghost across the mirror. That's my second rumor of the run. You. Oh god. Oh god. Hey kiddo, your time is up. I've been looking for you for a while. Think we couldn't hear you at the lab? Ooh, interesting. Theon. What's the problem? Did the flamingo cut your tongue out? Wouldn't be the first. Why are you stepping back? Your time is up. Oh my god. Come on. You can blame me later. We've found you. I know everything that happens in my laboratory. You see, every door you've opened was an instant the house was alive. A moment does not repeat itself, it endures its time. Change in Nowhere Manor comes from oblivion and tangents. Every door you don't open shifts everyone's heart. No moment is lived twice. It's not a rumor or secret. The things you've heard about my brother. The court does talk about relations and secrecy. It's a vice for dramatists. It's fruitless. Don't be too harsh on yourself. There's nothing you could have done at this time, in this prescribed short life. In the future, your angel with wild beast's eyes might hold you in a bit longer, approach you beyond ghost smiles. Next time, perhaps you will actually find the stormy, loving heart that entrusts you with her own liabilities. And in the alchemy of the soul, I distill you into something entirely, well, the same. The condition of a doll. Thank you for existing briefly with me. Before we forget, you've gathered 2 rumors out of 7. Your recycling point's 90. The points compute an interesting aspect of Liber's mind. Okay, and this is the end of the demo. Thank you for playing our demo of Nowhere Manor. You will be able to explore all the secrets in 2024. The game was originally actually supposed to publish around 2 months ago, but they ended up pushing it back to Q1 of 2025. I assume this was either due to translation or they just wanted to polish the game, because originally the game was set to only release in Portuguese, and then they were able to get it published into English and traditional Chinese by the time they appeared at PAX. And I heard that since then they're also planning to translate it into more languages. So that might have been part of it because they probably wanted to simul release it in a bunch of languages. I also know Nowhere Manor either got nominated or won an award for Latin American game development. So this game's going places. The final version will contain hours of gameplay and multiple endings to discover, so don't miss out. So this demo was released on Steam, I think, in March to coincide with PAX. So this demo's been out for a while, and it was back in March that I played it like 3 times because I had to see what was out there. So some of this stuff was new to me because I genuinely hadn't either I forgot because it had been a while, or I had genuinely not discovered it before because of how much content there is in this demo. And I now that it's like my fourth playthrough, I highly recommend if anyone's interested in giving it a shot, because what I played was like only a fraction of the potential to discover. Like they said, we collected 2 rumors, but there are 7 of them. So depending on how you play the game, you could unlock more or different ones or go down a different path than what I just played in the demo. Hell yeah, I might go check it out. Yeah, awesome. Interesting to think about how the media we don't get to intake due to language barriers. I know that was one of the things that really made me happy when I was talking to the dev, because um they you know, you think about all this stuff. I As someone who likes visual novels, there are so many visual novels out there where you'll look at their entry on visual novel database and it'll say that it's not available in English, and there's not even like a fan sub or anything for it. And I am just so happy that a game like this got enough attention from the general public in Latin America that they were able to get it simul released in English. Hold up. I'm gonna just look at the Steam page for a quick moment. House of the Stolen Devil Bargains and um, Indolent Angel Aristocracy. Again, apologize for my lack of reading skills. Nowhere Manor is doomed to disappear. You can't leave if you've got no soul. But and it's not an option for the artificially created servant known as Liber. Just how far are you willing to go to escape Nowhere Manor? So, that's okay. So it's gonna simul release in English, Brazilian, Portuguese, simplified Chinese, and now it's also going to release in Russian. So luckily, people who speak any of those 4 languages will be able to experience it. It received the um, Latinx Game Festival arcade selection and the most a nominee for Debug's most anticipated game. So, yeah, like clearly some people are knowing it, but I want the general public to be able to experience this. So thank you all so much for playing one of my favorite game demos with me, and I will be super excited um to play the full version in quarter 1 of 2025. And I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching. Bye.